Winter is coming and I'm trying to appeal to my inner Grinch with sparkle dust. Hi friends, hi, thank you for watching. My name is Mia and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we're quite critical of it. It is the winter season, snow is upon us, and so I figured, you know what, winter is my least favorite season of the year. Why not appease my Grinchy self with a curated aesthetic collection inspired by the sparkle and the magic of winter. Without further ado, let's get going. Let's start with highlighter, which is one of my favorite parts of makeup. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion highlighter, and this is in 01, I think. It's the icier version. I think they have a gold version as well. This reminds me of fresh snow in the sense that it is icy but also slightly translucent, slightly wet. It has such a beautiful sheen on the skin. It melts into the skin so beautifully, and it just doesn't look like powder highlighter. It looks like you've got a fresh dew on your cheeks, much like when it happens when it snows, just a little bit, and there's snowflakes on the ground, there's snowflakes on the plants. They're not fully covered yet and they're just shimmering in the light. This is what this highlighter reminds me of. For blush, this is the Wycon 101 blush. This is a baked formula. And what reminds me most of Christmas are red apple cheeks, or very flushed, very rosy cheeks, depending on your complexion. And this is indeed a very rosy, you could even argue that it's a bit spring-like, but depending on what you pair it with, especially with a red lip, beauty just came out of the snow and into the cabin type of flush. And it matches really well this highlighter because it has the little icy undertone to it. It's shimmery without being sparkly, and it's luminous, but it's luminous in a cold way. A blush that I mentioned in my last year's curated winter makeup was Sleek Rose Gold, which I've since decluttered because it does not fit my skin tone. But I feel Sleek Rose Gold is quite similar to this in that it is reddish but warm, so it would be its warmer cousin, if you will. I would recommend that one if you've got a warmer skin tone, or if you've got a darker skin tone than mine and you do not want this icy sheen on your cheek. I mentioned red lips before, and that is because for me a quintessential winter shade, aside from darker vampire shades, is red. Red of any type and of any kind, but a lot of darker, cooler reds as opposed to warm reds that remind me of summer. A casual red is Kiko Persian red in their bullet formula, and this is the number 509 if you're looking on the site. So this is a marsala type of red, very, I would say day appropriate, where you can wear it a little bit sheared out, or you can wear it for max intensity. And even on someone that is pale as myself, this doesn't look as jarring, as stark as a true red lip. And the formula is, of course, very comfortable because it's a creamy jelly lip stylo type of thing. Not good at staying power as these formulas are wont to be, but you can always reapply, so there's that. Oh, and the packaging makes the most satisfying click. Revlon HD Lip in Rhubarb is one of my old favorites. I've had this for a couple of years at this point. I'm kind of worried it's starting to go bad, but yellow until it changes texture or smell. This is not going away. This is a very cold red. I would say that on certain skin tones, it might even pull a little bit magenta. A very candy apple red. A sweet type of red. Again, this is a very slippery formula with little staying power, but the color is so striking and it's so comfortable that I cannot fault it for that. In comparison, Persian red from Kiko looks almost like a My Lips But reddish shade, whereas this is a true Christmas red, I would say. Speaking of Christmas reds, Kiko Milano Hydra lip gloss in 16 is a quintessential Christmas red in my book because it's got that cooler towards neutral undertone while still being quite deep and rich. And it is just so beautiful on the lips on its own, or if you put like a red lip liner underneath, and it will be even more striking and help with its staying power. Just look how beautiful this is. And again, with a pink blush, with a flushed pink blush, or even just with bronzer, you will look like a winter queen. For base, the VDL Lumi primer reminds me a lot of cold and winter. And it's because it's got this silvery base with an iridescent almost flip. So to me, this color is quite wintry. Very ice queen type of primer. And what I really enjoy about this primer is that it makes the skin look plump and dewy and wet without any obvious glitter or shine. It just gives you literal winter queen glass skin. Let's talk one of my favorite parts of this video, and that is eyeshadow. And I have a lot of icy, stormy, wintry picks for you guys. Some actually quite new to my collection that I'm really excited to talk about. Let's first start with a classic. This is ColourPop Frog, which is a cold base with an even colder shimmer. Mine's a bit dry, but until it properly dries, I don't care. I'm not throwing it away. A very beautiful wintry shade. Look at that silver flip. Little snowflakes lost in the storm. On a beautiful cold winter dawn day, I just absolutely love this sheer pink base with this silver flip. Something that reminds me of a snowy evening is the Misha Blue Hole Prism. And this is a warmer base with an icy flip. So you can see here the warmer part that reminds me of a warm winter evening, of a little roasting fire in the chimney, and then the flip that is very evocative of snow out of the windowsill while you're all warm inside. Quite similar to the Misha is the ColourPop Glass Bowl. You're probably sick of seeing this on my channel, but it is what it is. This reminds me more of a winter night simply because it is deeper, it's saltier, it's got a darker base. So you can see the Misha base is more yellow. This is a bit more terracotta. They both have a sheer base, very beautiful, both of them. Pure Ice in Essence's eyeshadow. I don't remember what this is called because I've depotted it actually, but I will write it down. This is from their metallic molten chrome eyeshadows, and dear God, this is molten metal. This is if snow met silver. It's beautiful. It looks like a sword on my arm. It is so strong and so pigmented. Another eyeshadow with a flip is Sydney Grace Winter Garden, which it truly does remind me of a little bit of storminess. This is a moodier winter day because it's got this more burgundy flip. So Winter Garden is more turquoise with burgundy. Glass Bowl is colder blue with this terracotta, and then Blue Hole Prism is yellow with iciness. So you can see the difference and how all of these contribute to my collection with an entirely different mood and a different perspective. I would say this is a flurry of snow on blooming roses, like very Beauty and the Beast in a way. Last but not least, we've got the sparkliest of them all. This is the Devinah single Everlasting Gobstoppers. A very turquoise, glittery flip. This is sunlight caught in ice due to its warmer undertone, but still this beautiful turquoise. Or actually, this could remind me of a sea up north. So a very cold sea, and the sun is sparkling, but as we Romanians like to say, it's sun with teeth, because while it is very bright, it actually does not warm a lot, and you can see all of the reflections underneath the water's surface and the bright light. Last but not least, these two singles, and actually this whole brand, is my favorite discovery of 2020, and this is the brand Bernovich. The icy single is their sparkle eyeshadow in X02, and then this purpley one is X21. X02 is sunlight on snowflakes falling on the sky. It's got this quite sheer base and then this beautiful, I don't know, sunlighty, lemony, icy sort of shimmer sparkle going throughout it. While X24 is, I would say, Arctic, pure, deep Arctic ice, because you've got this purple violet, almost indigo base, and then this icy turquoise flip, which reminds me of ice in very, very deep, cold, salty water. I hope you guys enjoyed this winter wonderland trip with me. I really like doing such shop my stash type of videos because they always make me fall in love again and again with my collection. Viewing them through a different aesthetic and romanticizing the items that I have gives me so much joy, and it gives me so much inspiration and so many ideas. Please let me know in the comments what makeup that you have reminds you of winter and a winter aesthetic. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, a morning, second breakfast, third lunch, or whatever it is where you're from. Bye!